What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Gakis, and today a new weekly reset has just hit Destiny 2, our first weekly reset after the launch of the Renegades expansion. So we're going to be talking about what's going on, what's new in this video, including a brand new lightsaber upgrade that I got just by logging on, frankly. And so let's get started. All right, so the first thing I wanted to check for the weekly reset was the weekly shipments. So what the heck are those? As you can see right here, if you go to your syndicate and you interact with the main vendor, at the bottom you have these weekly shipments, and you're going to unlock bigger weekly shipments based on the number of priority contracts you do for that syndicate. So you can see right here with the totality division, I unlocked the massive totality shipment. Now it says shipment arrives in 0 days. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird timer where it said 1 day left, and then the next day it was just 0 days left. So I think Bungie's just not accounting for the actual days. Like if it's 19 hours left, it says 0 days. So I wish they would maybe change that, because it was a bit confusing on when it would arrive. But keeping that in mind, for this character, I actually have a small shipment available for the Pikers, and then for my Warlock, I have the medium shipment, or like the large shipment, available for the totality division. So I'm going to be able to show you guys the small and large and massive shipments, like what you receive from all of them. So let's take a look. First of all, for that massive shipment, starting with the biggest, they're actually going to be located where Spider is within the Tharsis Cantina. So head up to Spider, and then behind him, as you can see, you actually have this area where the shipments arrive. So there's an area for each different syndicate. So I head over to the massive shipment for the totality division, I claim it, and as you can see, I actually do get blade ammo, which is a new essentially mod for my Praxic Blade. This is something I kind of didn't expect. I think it did say like this comes from shipments, and so there you go. As you can see right here, it provides a little bit of extra ammo capacity, only going up from 58 to 60, so maybe not the most insane, but certainly if you're wondering how to get this, if you want to unlock everything for your Praxic Blade, I mean, why wouldn't you? It's such a good weapon. This is an important thing to know. You may want to go after those massive shipments. Now, aside from that, guys, looking at what else I got, really lackluster. I mean, for lasting all week, I thought I would get more, honestly. I got 1 tier 5 and 2 tier 4s. You know, I have the +1 tier upgrade from Spider. I get tier 5s like nothing but tier 5s from every Lawless Frontier I do, pretty much. So getting 2 tier 4s was really bizarre. However, I will say 6,000 credits is not bad at all. So that's something to look forward to. Now, as for the next shipment over, the large shipment, as you can see right here, I claim it. I don't get a lightsaber upgrade because, you know, I had already unlocked it, of course, and I instead get 30 dark matter ingots. It was 60 in the massive. I get 3,000 credits. It was 6,000 last time, and then 1 tier 5 loot piece. All right, now as for the final shipment, that small shipment, you get really not much. 1,000 credits and 10 dark matter ingots. So those are the weekly shipments, and very importantly, guys, as you can see right here, when I go back to the totality division where I got that massive shipment, I actually have to unlock shipments again by doing priority contracts this week. So don't think like once you've unlocked the massive shipment, you're good to go. You're gonna have to do more priority contracts to get these again. Okay, so moving on from there, what else is going on this week? Well, it turns out actually quite a lot. So in the portal, we have Special Surge, which means we have, as you can see right here, a unique portal modifier that is going to double special weapon damage and increase the chance of special ammo drops in portal activities. Guys, it's gonna apply to the lightsaber. It's gonna apply to the Praxic Blade. So, dude, if you thought the Praxic Blade was already good, double damage and increased ammo drops is going to be crazy. So if you're thinking about grinding the portal, this absolutely might be the week to do it. And you can find this modifier right here in the customization screen. It's on by default, and importantly, it has no impact on your score, as you can see when I take it on and off. So absolutely no reason to not play with this on. And again, it's just going to make every single portal activity you do significantly easier. Double special weapon damage is crazy. But that's actually not all. Today was actually also the introduction to Vanguard Alerts. So you're going to find these if you open up the portal and then you click the seasonal hub, and then up at the top right here, you have Vanguard Alerts. This is kind of Bungie's attempt to replace Nightfalls. And you actually have a Grandmaster Vanguard Alert. So very interestingly, for the first time ever, we actually see the bonus focus reward has a tier. So you're going to get a guaranteed tier 5 Horror's Least, no matter what your Guardian rank is, no matter what your level is, if you do this Grandmaster Exodus Crash. Now, in order to do a Grandmaster, you're probably going to have an overall higher power level anyways, so not sure how necessary this was, but there's actually more going on. You can see that there's also challenges, and if I inspect this challenge, it says complete a Grandmaster Vanguard Alerts with a B grade or higher to earn a special tier 5 masterworked weapon with an additional origin trait and a very large power boost. And you also have 5 enhancement prisms and 2 ascendant shards as drops as well for just doing the one activity. This definitely does seem worth doing. In addition, guys, we also have this like special pre-masterwork drop with Renegades loot. As you can see right here, here is an example with one of the blasters. They can drop pre-masterworked and they have an additional origin trait, so potentially getting something like that with the Horror's Least, again, that's actually pretty decent because the special origin trait for the pre-masterworked Renegade stuff, it's actually the better origin trait. Like, it's actually what you want. It's more desirable than the base version, so that's pretty cool. Now, additionally, as you can see right here, I can't customize the modifiers of this Grandmaster Vanguard Alert. What it has is what I'm gonna have to deal with, and I can't change them. Similar to the Lawless Frontier, so potentially Bungie is leaning a bit more into that, because again, like, I can click customize, it shows me what there is, but I can't actually change them. In addition to all of that, you also just have the Fireteam Vanguard Alert Quick Play. So for this is very interesting because the actual power level is pretty low. It's just at 300, as you guys can see. Again, I can't customize this, and it would be pretty hard to achieve a B grade normally, again, because the overall power level is so low. But you can see this also has a weekly challenge. So complete activities in this playlist to earn a special masterworked weapon with an additional origin trait. Guys, it's actually the new Arc Rocket Pulse Rifle that you get from this. Now, again, this doesn't have a guaranteed tier like we just saw, but if you're in the higher power levels, it should be tier 4, tier 5. And again, that is a god tier weapon, so potentially getting that with a special different origin trait is kind of crazy. This doesn't require any B grades or anything, so it's just play 3 matches of the quick play node and you're going to get this reward, and that does make up for the, again, the low power level. It would be hard to get a B grade, etc. So that's pretty cool too. We have the Arena Vanguard Alert as well with the same challenge, guys, and the same featured weapon. So I'm not sure if these challenges are combined, or you can maybe go and earn 2 different of those Arc Rocket Pulse Rifles. That's cool. And then for the Crucible Control Vanguard Alert, you have its own weekly challenge where if you do 3 activities, you get the new Moss Anathor hand cannon. Again, it should be with an additional origin trait. Then you just have the Desert Perpetual Raid kind of just here, and you can see the challenge there. You'll just get seasonal bonus powerful gear. That's kind of the weird one. Anyways, that's kind of what's going on with those Vanguard Alerts. I'm definitely going to be playing those later today, and I'll have a video really analyzing the rewards and answering all of these questions. The last thing I want to go over is, hey, what's new in the store, guys, for Bright Dust? Well, as you can see right here, they're actually selling the Taken gauntlets for all 3 characters here, and in addition to that, we have a couple of shaders available in the actual Bright Dust section here, guys. We have an exotic gauntlet, a different one for each 3 characters. For the Titan, it's for the Melas Populana or whatever it's called. And we also have the Bright Dust ornament of the Idol of Rabbits, so the anime ornament for the Devil's Rune, you can see right here. And then we just have a bunch of different shaders in Flare. Now, if you're wondering for the other characters, the Warlock has the exotic ornament for the Yunoya, as you can see right here, and then the Hunter has an exotic ornament for the Mask of Fealty, as you can see right here. So there you guys go, that's what's going on with the reset, and that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKakis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.